if Pep doesn't win it this year, has he failed?
I think with the board next year he will have failed. This season, no. That's why he's got.
No, not with you.
With me, no. He will never fail. Never fail.
You can't say
Never
that.
fail. No, I can say that because
you can say it,
because before Pep joined us, we won a league, yes, we won a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup, but we hadn't done a double.
There's a chance there for
we hadn't retained.
Poor pass
we
again.
hadn't done a domestic treble. We hadn't repeatedly got to the Champions League knockout stages. So I can't say he's failed. Now, has he failed in winning the Champions League? Yes. Do I want to win the Champions League? Yes.
Okay.
But will I turn around and say, right, Grizz, now, if Klopp wins nothing else ever again with Liverpool, are you going to say that Klopp's a failure?
Okay, but it goes back to the Robbie argument, because that's a circular argument. What it is, before Pep or before the ownership that you've had, you haven't won back to back.
It's a nice run by Rudiger.
So it is a new thing for you.
Lovely ball by Rudiger.
But under Mancini and Pellegrini,
this is looking good for Real Madrid.
But Grizz,
Van Dijk there.
So answer my question: is Klopp a failure if he doesn't win anything else with Liverpool again?
Of course not. But,
Pep would be a
come
failure.
on, you're trying. No. We're asking a specific
You just don't like my answer.
We're asking a specific question.
And I've answered it.
No. We're asking a specific question about the Champions League. About the Champions League this season.
Yeah, and I've said no.
If Pep doesn't win it, has he failed?
No. I've answered it.
Not failed in general.
No,
obviously, he's the greatest Premier League manager. Probably.
Okay, right. So now you're changing the question.
That was brilliant, Modric.
So what you're asking is,
and it's just over.
So Robbie, you've just said
by Valverde.
Obviously, he hasn't failed, right?
No, listen.
Has he failed in winning the Champions League?
No, listen to what I'm saying. This season, if he doesn't, that was the question I asked.
Yeah.
If he don't win the Champions League this season, has he failed?
No.
And when I say failed, I mean failed in the Champions League. Has he failed in the Champions League this season if he don't win it?
He's failed in winning it, yeah.
Has he failed in the Champions if he don't win it, I said?
No, for me he hasn't, no. Champions League's hard to win. That's why we haven't won it and you've never won it. So no, you don't know my answer. So now you're going to go back.
Haaland to win the Champions League.
You've asked me a question, I've given my answer.
He spent £1 billion to win the Champions League, and it would have been another season gone by. He ain't won it.
Well, that's your answer.
And you're saying he wouldn't have failed?
No.
Oh dear.
You don't like my answer?
No, because I don't believe you.
Okay.
I think you're just saying that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
No, because
don't bother asking. Robbie, don't bother asking me questions if you don't like my answers.
If it was my manager, right, and all right, so like say.
So Wenger was a failure.
Listen, right, in the Champions League, he failed to win it.
So was he a failure?
He failed.
Champions League?
He failed in the Champions League. He failed.
So he was a failure
in the Champions League. Yeah.
Okay.
He was.
Okay.
And you know what? The pressure.
I disagree. I think the Champions League's hard to win.
And you could look on it and say, right, as I said, he didn't have the billions to spend that you did.
I don't think he was a failure. I think winning the Champions League is hard. That's why everyone goes on about it. So
if Ancelotti doesn't win the Champions League this year...
No. It's out.
Really?
Ancelotti, if he doesn't win the Champions League...
It's mad, innit?
It's not mad, it's own mentality.
Yeah, that's true. You've won 14 of them.
They won't sack him.
You've won 14 of them.
I think Ancelotti is at the end of the contract.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's different. Yeah,
but if he doesn't win the Champions League, maybe we cannot win any trophy this year.
That's true.
And we need to change. We need to change almost 7 players. 8 with Ancelotti out next. I cannot wait. I cannot wait 12 years with the same manager, Cholo Simeone. 7, 8 years, Jurgen Klopp. No, the same team. It's not fair. Bro.
If Pep was at...
Pep doesn't win the Champions League from Barcelona.
Agreed. I don't care what he did at Bayern.
I don't know.
Do you think he's failed in it?
What?
Do you think in the Champions League Pep Guardiola's failed?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Failed is like
failed. Yeah.
It's no good, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no.
Of course.
Listen,
you have to say it.
Last season,
but it doesn't mean he's been a failure for Man City. Man City fans, I understand what Daps is saying though, and I agree with him. But the question, Robbie,
I answered the question.
No.
Come on, I answered the question.
No, exactly.
You lot just don't like my answer.
No, it's not about like. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, but the owner...
It's my opinion though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
My opinion.
Yeah, but the owner is doing what Pep Guardiola wants. For example, last season, against us, this season in the summer, Pep, what do you need? And Pep say, the best striker in the world.
Pep never would have said that.
No, how no?
Pep never would have said that.
You don't know Pep. Listen, you don't know Pep.
What, Pep wants a striker? Really? Both of you? All three of you? You think if Pep got asked a question? Because I always say
hold
this.
Hold on. You ask my opinion. I tell you what we know by fact. Hold on. This is all opinion and guesswork. What we know by fact, guys. Fact. Your manager has openly and publicly said, to play my brand of football, I'm not a genius. I need the best players. And he says it. He goes, I want the best players to play my brand of football. Pep says that.
And if you've got the best players, you've got to win the hard
Pep says it. Pep
hold on. But the question was, but the thing was, I think at any
Which is fair play to Pep for saying that. I big him up for that, you know that.
Any day of the year.
Jack, before you go, I actually big him up for that because I believe he's a genius coach.
It's true.
Right? But he says it, to play my brand of football and win how much I've won, I need the best players.
Listen, Robbie has, in my opinion, some of the best YouTube football content channels out there, right?
Thank you. But
your cameras, right? Your people behind the scenes, your everything. You have the best. You have.
I know this is leading to something.
And you deserve it. You deserve it to achieve what you're achieving. You've got all
Napoli
the best
winning 3-0,
tools.
by the way, now.
But what I was going to say is, I honestly believe that
I'm a failure.
No, you're definitely not a failure.
What? No, what are you coming with, then, man? Hurry up and come with your thing.
Get to the point.
To achieve greatness, like if you're the best manager in any walk of life, you should have the best tools to achieve what you want to achieve. But back to what we were saying about if City's owners or any club's owners go to Pep and say, any day of the year, you can have any player.
This is the chance now. Benzema, and he's missed it.
One.
He's
missed again.
Yeah, he's not working.
And they say to Pep, you can have whatever you want. I never believe Pep's go-to will be an out-and-out number 9. I always think he would go with a false 9.
Are you saying that he was...
No.
Are you saying that Haaland was forced upon him?
I say that...
Come on.
To a certain extent.
Come on,
yes. Not forced upon him.
You've got to have Haaland.
No,
I don't want him.
Hold on.
I don't want him. You've got to have him.
Why is everything black and white?
Go on, elaborate. Give context to it.
So for me,
I
I think with it, it's that City's owners have said, look, we believe, because you know the way City operates, and it's not
goodbye, Salah.
people telling you what it's going to happen. There's conversations, and I think the sporting directors have said, look, in our opinion, we need that kind of Galactico vibe. We need someone that is a game changer.
Are you really saying
Haaland is forced on him?
Yeah,
not forced on. So you want black and white? If you want black and white, forced on him.
I want a bit of...
No, because I've given context, and Robbie just said forced on him. Repeat what you said. So let's go with forced on him. Cool.
But if you're saying that Haaland didn't want...
Poor Pep.
If Pep didn't want Haaland, no one can believe that.
Poor Pep.
No, I didn't say...
Okay,
I said what I said is, if Pep had the choice of any position on the pitch, he'd go with a false 9.
You're covering every base. You're saying...
No, I said false 9. Just listen to me.
Okay,
I said a false 9 would be... His preferred option would always be a false 9.
He's got hella false 9s. He's made very clear at the end of last season, I need a goal scorer. We're going to look for it. And then he said... And then he remember the famous words, we cannot replace. We cannot replace him. Who was he talking about?
Aguero.
He went out and replaced him a season later. So what Pep says and what Pep says and what Pep does is two different things, man.
But I mean,
he's gone and got the best finisher in world
do you know what I really like? I like.
By the way, let me just give you guys an update. It was 2-0 to Brentford, so Southampton stayed bottom of the league, and Brighton won 1-0 against Crystal Palace. Wissa with the second one. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I just find it hard to believe. Of course, we don't know the exact in and out. I find it hard to believe that Pep wasn't influential in wanting Haaland at Man City.
You've got to have him, Pep. No, I don't want him.
I didn't say that, did
Haaland. No, you've got to. Yeah. You've got to take... I told you I don't want
what you're saying,
I want a false number 9.
I didn't say that.
Okay, that's what you're saying then is, okay, if you want, give me Haaland, but I would prefer someone like... Who's a false 9 these days?
But you got Alvarez as well, didn't he?
Yeah, which I
Maybe
do think
Alvarez
is more. I think Alvarez is more of a Pep's actually, and this is the thing, again, when I'm saying I want consistency, because people will tell me, when we got Haaland, correct me if I'm wrong, but the narrative was that Pep, when he had Etu, Pep, when he had Zlatan, Pep generally doesn't seem to get on with out-and-out nines, yeah? That was a narrative that was pushed on it. But now that narrative isn't working, people want to come with different narratives.
Or Vinicius
so I don't think Pep's go-to would always be a number 9. Don't get me wrong, look at it, it's working. You can see, for me, I think at times with what Haaland's done,
lovely
Pep
by
looks
Vinicius. Looked like he was brought down. Let me get through a few super chats. They're piling in here. Steve Cole says, I take my hat off to you, Robbie, sitting next to that City fan. It must be hard work.
Cool. I knew there was a reason. I knew there was a reason why I was brought on a Liverpool watch along.
And it
definitely wasn't to talk about City.
Right. That's all we've spoken about is City. Mike says Pep has 2 Champions Leagues, the same as Mourinho and the same as SAF. If he's a failure, then everyone is. Pep can't be a failure. He's dominated everywhere he's been. We're talking about Pep at City in the Champions League.
We'd be wild to say, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
I think he's the greatest coach.
So do I.